Well, I've really been worked to the bone the last few weeks here on the Autocar show because so many launches, so many cars to bring to all of you, and Karthik's been on leave. So he's really got me working hard. But I've decided I'm going to escape from it all. In fact, I'm going to have a great escape. And for that great escape, I've got with me the all-new Mahindra Thar. I'm all set to hit the dunes today and have loads of fun.
It all started with a gala dinner, and despite the late night, we all woke up early for the drive with the anticipation pumping up our adrenaline. There were loads of cars, about 40 of them, and Hari Singh briefed us on what to expect. But what really is the Great Escape?
Let people experience the real off-road, because most people, even if they own a four-wheel drive, don't really get off-road that much. And therefore the experience here is something that people don't get except for this Great Escape. We do several events in a year. This event specifically is an event that's by invitation only for our suppliers, dealers, distributors, media friends, other VIP guests, and everybody just comes out and has a good time.
Well, there was great excitement all around, and one by one, the cars all rolled out. A quick wave for the cameras made us feel like film stars, and then we hit the road. A short 15-kilometer drive led us to the dunes. Now, as we hit the dirt, my stomach was beginning to churn. This was the first time I was driving on sand, and I made Hormuz, who was riding with me in the car, promise to give me all the right instructions. That's just it. People expect me to be able to do it all, but even I get nerves when I haven't done it before. So, with the first dune in sight and heart thumping, I followed Hormuz's instructions. Put it in four-wheel low, he said. It's all about momentum. Get it into third, just go for it. Well, that's exactly what I did.
Well, quite challenging, and I was biting my nails, saying everyone's going to laugh at me if I slide all the way back, but I managed it.
Well, not everyone found it as easy as me. Some had to make multiple attempts, and others got bogged into the sand and had to be pulled out. Now, having conquered the first one, my nerves settled, and then I was getting the hang of it. I started enjoying myself. The terrain was amazing, and it wasn't only us that were getting a thrill, even the villagers were very excited. Guess everyone was just having a load of fun. One by one, we crossed the dunes, and in my mind I was thanking Hormuz for giving me all the right instructions and not making me look foolish. I'd made it through all of them. Well, almost all. Guess his instructions, not always perfect.
Second.
You shattered me. It was going. You made me change gears in between. See what he makes me do. Now just let me do it my way. Now I'm going up in third. When I do it my way, I do it right. I think I've swallowed half the sand in the Rajasthani desert, but I'm having a great time. It's really been the first time driving in this kind of soft sand for me. I'm having a blast doing it, been a learning experience. And you've got to learn to have, I think, confidence in the car and confidence in the organizers to know that there's space to go over the dune on the other side.
Yes, you really need to have confidence in everyone and your vehicle too. Going downhill in particular. Four-wheel low, release the clutch, get the car going, and then the toughest part, taking your foot off the brake and trusting the car. It's particularly hard when you see the bottom of the hill through your windscreen. but it all works just fine. Now, I was enjoying myself, but through the corner of my eye, I could see Hormuz. He was being extremely patient, but he wasn't too happy being just a passenger. He was itching to get behind the wheel. It was hard to give it up though.
I could have hogged the driving, but I thought I'd give Hormuz a chance to drive. It's really been a thrill so far. We've got lots more coming up ahead.
Hormuz had done this all before. In fact, he was a participant in the first Great Desert Himalayan as well. And he seemed like he had no nerves, he looked at ease, and he was really comfortable tackling all kinds of terrain. Well, to be honest, he'd been a good teacher too.
Hormuz, this is the first time for me, so I'm having a full thrill, but I guess you're a pro at this, so this must be just a day of fun out.
No, I'm not really a pro, just done it a couple of times. But I think the best thing about this is, honestly, you can have a thrill even at walking speeds. Especially when you're coming down those inclines, your instinct is to get on the brakes and, press the clutch, that sort of thing. You just got to leave it in low gear, leave it in first and just crawl down. It's a great thrill, especially when you're going up, you're just looking at a blue sky. You don't know what's on the other side. It's really good, and I think Rajasthan is just the ideal place for this sort of thing.
As the day went by, everyone seemed to be getting the hang of it and no one wanted to go back. But when we did, a little more fun was lined up for us in the form of an autocross. There were different sets of Thars to negotiate the track with without knocking off the cones. Well, most of us auto journers got overconfident and I guess went too quick. A few cones did go off. The trick was really being slow and steady. But it was all fun and games and we'd had a blast.
So that was a great day in the dunes in Rajasthan. I'm dirty, I'm dusty, but I've had loads and loads of fun. This is an escape that everyone must take at some point in their life. Hormuz has jumped out of this car and deserted me before the autocross. As you can see, he's run off for lunch, and I'm going to take a lunch break as well now.